going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Untamed Outdoorsmen, and today we're going to be reviewing the St. Croix Bass X rod, the 7.4 heavy action, with the SLX DC and 8.1 gear ratio. So this is my newest setup that I've gotten over the past couple weeks, and by far this is my best setup, and it's not even a competition. The St. Croix Bass X rod is overall, I would say, a pretty good rod. Like I said, 7.4 heavy action. It's really not like super special. I think I paid $109 for it, which is not bad, especially for a 7.4 heavy. It's actually very sensitive for being a 7.4 heavy. It's actually very sensitive. Yeah, and you have the split cork grip, split cork right here. You got your hook thing right here, whatever you call that, you know what I mean. Yeah, I got this at Bass Pro, I think. Yeah, like I said, $109. My only complaint would be the eyes. I don't think the eyes are super duper high quality. To be honest with you, they kind of remind me of Shakespeare rods with these eyes. I mean, granted, in terms of the complaint department, if this is the only complaint, then I don't think this is a bad rod at all. It is a little bland and plain, which if that's what you're going for, that's totally fine. That's kind of what I was going for this. So you should be completely fine. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this as more of an entry-level flipping setup. Typically, I would go with a 7.6 and up, probably more like a 7.9 or 10. But, you know, I figured since I do everything out of my kayak, I figured this would be totally fine. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this. Just if you're maybe fishing out of a boat or on shore, I would definitely go with something a little taller. But yeah, so now to get on to the SLX DC, this is my best reel that I own. And I know I just said that about the combo itself, but this is by far the best reel I ever owned, and I will tell you why. There you go. So yeah, like I said, this is the 8.2 to 1 gear ratio. The reason I chose the faster gear ratio was for flipping, just to be able to reel in line quickly, especially when the fish is coming at you. It's really nice to have that faster gear ratio, and I just had a bass on and I missed him. Nope, I missed him. This is an incredibly good reel, by far. If you're looking to spend under $200 for a reel, this is the one to get every single day of the week. Every single time you're shopping for a bait casting reel, definitely give the SLX DC some consideration, because this thing is absolutely incredible. And the reasoning as to why it's absolutely incredible is because overall, just the looks of it just look fantastic. But most importantly, it has that DC technology, and DC stands for digital control. Digital control means there's actually an electronic chip in it that will recharge when you reel in, so you never have to charge it or anything like that. It self-charges itself, and when you cast, it actually monitors the brake system. That's what you hear when you hear that sound. Here, I'll show you again. When you hear that sound, that's actually the digital control in the reel monitoring the braking, so you get less bird's nest. So right now I have those brakes, those digital control brakes, set on 2. And the reason I have it set on 2 is because I'm using fluorocarbon. So it's really not that difficult to maintain. But here, I'll show you an example. Let me set it to 4. See, now it's at 4, as you can tell. And then we're gonna cast it again and watch the spool. Stops itself. That's that digital control monitoring your reel to basically prevent bird's nests, but control your braking system in your reel. And it doesn't have very high ball bearings, just solely because of that DC technology. And this is your entry-level DC. So there's also like the Shimano Corrado DC, that I think that's a little more expensive. And then you got the Scorpion. I haven't tried the Scorpion, but I heard if you're gonna be going into that market of reels, the Scorpion's actually better than the Corrado. But only the main difference is the material. This is not aluminum. This is just not aluminum. So a lot of my Daiwas that you see in the videos are aluminum. This is just that typical reel style, which is totally fine, but that's the only difference. You still get that same DC technology and you still get everything. But overall, this is a fantastic setup, especially for doing things out of a kayak, just solely because it's not like an 8-foot rod. It's not huge. So you're really getting a good size, especially for the amount of money that you're paying. You get a really good reel and rod. I think the total for this was about $280 to $300. I can't remember off the top of my head, but all I remember is that right now, because of everything going on in the world, DC reels are incredibly hard to come by. It took me at least a couple weeks to get mine in. So yeah, if you're gonna consider doing a DC Shimano reel, and they're only in Shimano, by the way, if you're going to consider doing a DC reel, I would definitely start looking now to prevent just everything being out of stock. My only complaint about this setup so far is this line. This line, I'm just gonna be completely honest with you, this line sucks. This line is not good line. It's very stiff and very fragile. And it ruins the capability of the rod and the reel. You can't feel anything on the water. I think this was 25-pound Yo-Zuri line, Yo-Zuri fluorocarbon. Just right off the bat, don't buy this stuff. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you guys. This is my honest opinion. This stuff has no sensitivity and feel to it. You will not feel a fish bite at all. So let me give you one more cast. Boom. It just sounds amazing. It's just such a great reel. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna post an update on the Instagram, so definitely check out the Instagram link in the channel bio. Definitely check that out. I'm gonna be posting an update on this video once it goes live, because I'm definitely gonna put Seaguar fluorocarbon on this, and then we're just gonna see what happens, you know. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be buying mainly SLX DCs, maybe some Corrados in the future. But other than that, if you have any questions whatsoever, leave them in the comments. I will answer within a couple days, I promise you that. But yeah, like I said, any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will see you on the next video. See ya.